Hi everyone, and thank you for joining me for another episode of Persephone's Pantry. So today is an absolutely beautiful day in WA, and we have the in-laws coming around this afternoon to celebrate a birthday. So I thought no better occasion to showcase my beautiful halloumi skewers. So a critical part of these skewers is that you soak your bamboo or wooden skewers in some cold water first. And this just ensures that they don't splinter and you don't get any bits of splinter on your vegetables, which would be a disaster, and also prevents them from burning when they're on the barbecue. And don't worry if you don't have a barbecue or the weather's not that great where you are, these work absolutely fine in the oven too. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my halloumi. So I'm just gonna cut it in half. And halloumi can be a little bit crumbly sometimes, so just kind of go with the guidelines. There's no real right or wrong way of doing this. Just gonna kind of go for long cubey bits. And these are a great one as well if you're a vegetarian and you've been invited to a barbecue and you're not sure what is on offer. These are a great one to take with you instead of taking your boring veggie sausages and all that kind of rubbish. So this is a great one. All right, on to the capsicum. Okay, so we're just going to cut everything kind of this similar shape. We're just gonna kind of do cubes, or like squares in this case. And we don't want anything too small, otherwise it will kind of just fall off the skewer. So kind of that shape is fine. And I will continue to do the rest. Okay, so now our vegetables are nicely chopped. I'll just run you through what I was chopping. So I've got some capsicum, so I've got red, green, and orange. Any color you have though is absolutely fine. I've got some filled mushrooms. Butter mushrooms would also work beautifully, just cut them in half. Got some halloumi, some red onion, of course white onion is also fine, some zucchini, and some eggplant. Now let's get skewering. Okay, so I've started skewering all of my vegetables, and there's kind of no real right or wrong way of doing this. The only thing I suggest is to have a little bit of gap, either end of your skewer, a little bit like that. And you don't want to overload them either. You don't want them to be too heavy because they will kind of not do that great on the barbecue. So I'm just gonna, take whatever I fancy. You just want to make sure that you skewer it as straight as you can. Perfect. And yeah, you can kind of just do it in any order that you like. But yeah, just making sure it goes on straight is probably the most important. Just otherwise everything will fall off. Okay, so I'm going to make a super quick little marinade, and I've just got some dried rosemary in here. I'm going to use half a teaspoon of smoked paprika and half a teaspoon of sweet paprika, a little bit of olive oil, and some lemon juice and zest. And then I'll just brush the skewers with that. Just a little bit of juice. And then just a little bit of zest. Beautiful. Oh, it smells so good. This is going to be delicious. Let's give that a little bit of a stir. And we'll just brush them like this. Yum. These are going to be so good. And then just do this to all of your skewers. And then we'll put them on the barbecue. Okay, so the barbecue is nice and hot. And we will just place these along like this. Just make sure the outside of your skewer is like that. And don't overcrowd them either. If you have to do them in batches, then do them in batches, so they all get a chance to cook beautifully. And I have seasoned these with a tiny bit of salt and lots of pepper. The halloumi is super salty, so you don't have to over season them. Okay, so I'm gonna let these cook for about 3 to 5 minutes, or just until they are golden brown. Just wanna make sure you keep an eye on the halloumi because that can burn quite quickly. So yeah, perfect. So it's been about 8 minutes. I turned them after about 4 minutes, and they are looking really perfect now. And I'm going to take them off. That's what you want. You want the halloumi to go nice and crispy. Oh, amazing. I'm just going to get my plate and take these off. So you can serve these with anything you really like, some salads, or I've got some beautiful potatoes roasting away on the barbecue. Yeah, they are looking beautiful. And obviously if you're vegan, you just leave the halloumi out and you can just do some beautiful vegetable ones. Okay, there we have it, my halloumi skewers, ready to be served with my beautiful potatoes and some salad, and I can't wait to dig into these. Thanks so much for watching another episode of Persephone's Pantry. If you haven't already done so, please don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and look out for more videos like this. Bye guys. I'm so snaky.